I believe on January 7th, I have been here exactly 20 years. Yeah. I've been to every province except Tibet, and I think I've been to at least two or three cities within most provinces. I remember being on a bus tour for 4 days where we just traveled through China. My friends who are Chinese, who I respect tremendously, they're very, very eminent scholars. They always tell me that China is something you can try to learn your whole life and know only a fraction. And so as a foreigner, I enjoy it, but I don't pretend to be an expert. 10 years ago, the government said that they wanted to do autonomous driving and that they wanted to do electric cars. And I have a lot of friends who were at the major car companies. I asked them, so what are you doing in that area? And they just kind of dismissed it. And they said, well, you know, that's not important. They're jumping the gun. They don't know how to make cars. There's always this assumption that, you know, the real detailed knowledge somehow belongs in the West. And I sometimes get a little upset with people when they say that. I said, listen, you know, this idea that, you know, Asian people aren't creative is, you know, a lot of nonsense. And as it turned out, I was correct and they were wrong. A lot of the leading edge technologies are not only being developed here, but they're also being put into use in the commercial side. The rest of the world, for instance, Chanquet Port in Peru, which was recently opened up, it's an automated port. This is not a port, you know, where, oh yes, we have a port there and a bunch of guys, you know, wheeling things around. You don't see any people at this port. This port is run remotely and through AI to be super efficient. Now you're seeing a lot more people that are representative of the Belt and Road Initiative. Countries in Africa, South America, now they flock here for education, for tourism, and for business. You have countries in the Belt and Road Initiative that have fast trains. For instance, Indonesia. This kind of leaping forward is happening, and it's happening because there is a relationship with China. China's pushing the technological boundaries, and they're allowing things to be done more cheaply and more efficiently. That's why visiting places like China will help you understand the reality of China as opposed to the artificial perception that is being pushed by others that have an agenda.